Everybody, Brian McNichols here. I'm in Epcot today in the France Pavilion in World Showcase. And I thought maybe we would just take a little tour around, kind of see what's going on here. It is just a little after 11 in the morning. World Showcase just opened, so it's not nearly as busy as it would be otherwise. Good time to just walk around and look. Of course, we got this fountain that is the good foreground for the background, which is the Eiffel Tower sticking up there. You can't see it too much with that fluffy cloud behind it. This really is a well-designed pavilion, especially for photos down there, which is why I'm not standing down there, because there are people taking photos. But these flower beds that lead up there, now you can see the Eiffel Tower up there. It is, of course, not a full size. It is meant to look that way from afar, as so much of Disney World is the forced perspective of it. I like the France Pavilion. It does very much look like a Parisian street. They have, of course, the wine shop. Right here is Impressions de France, which is the movie they show. It has this cool little arcade. Here, let's walk down arcade here and show. Perfume store, Givenchy. Perfume stores, which are not super great for my asthma, to be honest with you. But on the other side of this arcade is this awesome little garden area. Now sometimes they do meet and greets over here, in which case it gets a little busy, but as you can see, most of the time it is not. Now, like I said, this isn't a particularly busy time, so it's just me and that person. But even on busier days, there's not gonna be a ton of people over here. One of the things I really like about it. So all right, back through the arcade to the other side. We're going to look at something else that I really like about this pavilion. And it's not a huge pavilion, so this tour isn't going to take all that long. In fact, I probably won't actually turn off the camera during any part of this. Monsieur Paul, which is one of the better restaurants here, of course pricier. Artisan de Glaces, which is the ice cream place. I'm sorry, I know my pronunciations are junk on these, but very good ice cream. But this street here, it's never particularly quiet. This is where people exit from the movie because the shop is here, the quick service place Royale is here. So it's always busy, but that kind of makes it feel more like a Parisian street, that it's always busy. And here is the combo shop and quick service restaurant. There's Royale, the quick service restaurant. Here is the gift shop and the exit for Impressions de France. One of the reasons this is always super crowded. Another shop there, the other side of the wine store. People staring at me, wondering if they know who I am because I'm filming myself. They don't. There's a tour of some sort. Not exactly sure which tour that is. Something obviously where they're showing the pavilion. And then back out to the front, we have Les Chefs de France here, which is the other French restaurant. Don't like this one as much. If you can splurge on Monsieur Paul, I would say do that one over this. But there's nothing wrong, particularly with Les Chefs de France. They have these nice postered pillars that are also very Parisian. Another very Parisian thing is the artists that sit out by the water. Of course, in Paris, it's the Seine. Here, it is the very breezy lagoon today. Another place to get drinks that isn't open yet. Let's deal with that. And then the crepes, my kid's favorite. But that is it. That is basically the whole pavilion in, I don't know, 3 or 4 minutes. Depends what I edit this down to. So I hope you enjoyed that little tour. Thank you for watching. Be excellent to each other.